Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video I'm going to show you how to add custom CSS to a Wix Studio site. The first thing we need to do is turn on dev mode. We do that by clicking on these curly brackets and clicking start coding. Now if we click on the CSS, we can see we've got a global CSS file created. On this file we write any CSS styles that we want to use. I'm going to add a quick new section. In this section we're going to add a container, and then we'll go back to the CSS file. You can see here the container's got a global style of box, so if we were to click on that, it auto fills in on here. We can write any CSS styles that we want to within this block. Let's change the background color to red. Now if we click preview, this should change to red. There we go. This, using the class like this, means every single container that you add to your site, if it's got a class of box, every single one of them will have a background color that is red. Just to show, if we were to add another container, also red, and if we try to change that color, it won't change because we're overriding the class with our custom CSS. But to avoid that, you can give boxes their own class name. To do that, with the box selected, add your custom class. This one I'm just going to call it red box. Now we remove this box class and we'll add the red box, background color red. Now if we click preview, this box shouldn't have changed color. Might have been better to let's actually change that color so you can see that it has changed. Let's change that to green. Click the preview button and now it's green. But if we were to add another container, this container won't be green because it hasn't got the same class as red box on it, and we can still change this container's color in the normal way. Let's add a button. Now we're going to use this button to add a class to the container. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this red box class and I'm going to change that back to red. And then with this button selected, we're going to go to page code. I'm going to come into this onReady function. We can change the button's ID here if we want to, but I'm going to leave it as button 1. I'm going to press the hash key and then we're going to type button 1, press enter so it auto fills. Then we're going to add an on click event into this. I'm going to open the brackets and do an arrow function, curly brackets, although this could be done with just one line to be fair. And then we're going to target the container which has got an ID of box 3. So we press the hash key again, box 3, so it auto fills, and we want dot custom class list dot add. And then in here we type the class name that we've just created, which was red box. And that's it. Now if we click preview mode, and we make sure it's done, there we go. If we click this button, that box should turn red. There is a few instances where it can be a little bit confusing what's happening. Like if we were to select this text here, and there we go, we've got this text, we've got the rich text and rich text that is selected. So if we were to select the rich text and try to change the color to red, when we click preview, nothing will happen. That's because if we want to actually affect the text that is inside, we would need to use the rich text class, because the first one is actually putting the rich text class is on the container that holds the heading. So now if we were to change this color to red, it should update to red. And the same goes for when adding a custom class onto text. If we were to add the custom class here on the text, let's just call it red, and we were to go in here and just do red color red, nothing will happen, because again this is attaching it to the container that the H2 heading is in and not the actual H2 heading. If we were to add H2 here, it will now turn red. Or we can always add dot rich text, and we need to delete these two curly braces because they've done an autofill, and now that will turn red. And we can also adjust other features that we might want to add, maybe letter spacing. We could go with 50 pixels so it would be very, very noticeable. And you can use any CSS styles that you would want to use and animations. And that's it for a quick overview of how to use CSS on Studio Wix. I will be doing some more videos around this subject in the future. I hope you have found this video useful. Thank you for watching.